Welcome back to episode 3 of our data science tutorial series. So, today we are diving into a Python basics refresher. Whether you are new to Python or need a quick brush up, this episode will cover everything you need to know to start coding like a pro. So, let's jump into it. Okay, so our first slide is about variable. So, what is variable? In Python, a variable is like a container for storing data. A variable is the name given to a memory location. When we declare a variable, so it will save in the memory location. So, value holding Python variable, it is known as identifier. Like other languages, there is no need to determine the type of variable, no need to specify the type of variable, whether it's string, float, integer. So, naming convention for variable declaration must begin with the letters, underscores. They can be a group of both letters and digits, like new file, Jupyter Notebook, Python environment, my environment. So, variable name could be anything. It's A, B, or it's your name, whatever. You can use everything for naming the variable. So for now, how to declare a variable? Variable name must begin with letter. A is also a variable. B is also a variable. You can start with the underscore variable A, variable B, variable 1, 2, 3, B. The variable name must be written in lowercase. Python with capital P and Python with small p are distinct variable. Both are different. Here you can see is also a mention valid identifier examples. So A123 underscore n underscore 9 etc. And these are the invalid identifier. The variable name cannot start with the special characters, cannot start with the digits. There is no space between a variable. I'm commenting this valid variable, invalid variable. This is the invalid variable. This one is the invalid variable. This one is also invalid variable. When I put underscore between them, so this one is the valid variable. Now the second one is global variable. So the global variable access both inside and outside of the function. When you declare the variable outside the function, so by default the variable is global. When you declare the variable inside the function and you want it to global, then use a global keyword. So let's go to the IDE, and here we discuss it with example. For example, we declare a function name semicolon a equal to 10, and we use a print function to show the value of a. Okay, now call the function name and run. Now here you can see the value of a, which is 10. Now for better understanding I will put some text with it. The value of a, mhm, okay, so the value of a is here we use f, it's a formatted string. Okay, now the value of a is 10. So here global variable inside the function, which is inside the function. Okay, the value of a, which is inside the function. Now the second one is a global, sorry, not a global, it's a local variable. Okay, now I want to show a value of 10 outside the function. So print a. Now here you can see we will get an error. Now look, cell in 7, line 8. Print f the value of a. Now here you can see the error is here. Name a is not defined. So we will remove this line. So global RIABLE. Now I am declaring a variable a again. Its value is 20. Now by default it's a global variable. Now again we create a function. So for this we name it value. So print a. Now we call the function value. So here you can see the value of a is 20. Now I'm using this value inside the function. If you want to use this value as a global, then the keyword is global. Now I'm accessing the value print f the value of a outside the function is a. Okay, so here's invalid syntax global. Okay, global with the small g. Invalid syntax. Okay, so global a equal to 20. Now here you can see wait I will commenting, not a commenting. I will add some message for understanding. Mm, the value of a inside the function a. Now this value, the value of a inside the function is 20. This one. And the value of a outside the function is 20. This one. Because the value a variable is global, which is declared in the function in this one. So this variable work as globally. You can access everywhere in the program. Okay, now Python data types. So there are five types. The first one is numeric, dictionary, boolean, set, and sequence type. So numeric has subtypes is int, float, complex. Now we understand this as a practical example. Now we will discuss the variable types using example. Okay, variable int a equal to variable name is a and the value is 1 2 3 4 and so on. It's up to you. Now here we check the type of this data type. Mm, type a. Now here you can see it shows class int. So this is the integer 1 2 3 integer. Now the third one is float. The float value comes in decimal. So again flt equal to 123.0 or 1. Now again we check the type of variable flt. Now here you can see it will show the message which is float. Okay, the third one is complex. Now the third one is a complex number. So here we declare a variable cpl equal to 5 plus 6j, or we can use k every jf. Here we use 5 plus 6 plus j. Now here we can check the type, variable type. So the type is now here you can see it shows complex. So the numeric data type is complete. Now we will discuss dictionary. Oh, what is the dictionary? The value stored in the dictionary as a key value pairs. It is a non-homogeneous data structure. It will store the value in key value pairs. The syntax of the dictionary can be represented by curly braces, there is no duplicate keys. Maybe the value is same but there is no duplication of key. So the fourth one is dictionary is ordered. This will work only in Python 3.7 and above. Before this, dictionary is not in order. So move to our IDE. So we declare the variable dic dictionary equal to curly braces. Now here we use key value. So for example, name is key and the value is Python. You can declare another one but not with the same key. First we will run this one. Age 29. So print dict. You can also check the type of dictionary. So for this we can use print dtype dict. Okay, type. Now here you can see the data type is dictionary. Okay, so this worked perfectly. Now we check the dictionary with the duplicate key. So d I d underscore dict, it's mean duplicate dictionary name equal to this Python. Now again we use name okay. Now here you can see it shows only the second one. It shows only this one with the same key. Now the compiler skipped this one. Now we can use the third one, name, this one, new name. Now it will show only this one and skip the rest of the values. Okay, set. It is also a data type. The set data structure is also a non-homogeneous. It is also represented by the curly braces and it will not allow the duplicate elements. It will accept any change in the set but elements are not duplicate. So in set there is no duplication. The change, you can make any change in the set and the set is in unordered form. So now start with the set. Set equal to curly braces. Now here Python Python with capital P and the second one, the first one is a small b. Now we can use a integer as well. Float as well. data science. Now first we print the set. Okay, now here you can see the set data are showed below. In this slide, we will show there is no duplicate element. Then why this one and this one both are shows in the below message? Because this is small p and this is capital P, so both are the distinct values. Now again we write a Python with small p and print. Now here you can see it shows only one Python and the other Python with small p skipped by the compiler. And we also check the data type. Print type set. So this data type is set. Okay, now sequence type. So the sequence subtype is the first one is string. So the sequence of characters in the quotation marks is called string. The combination of characters, digits, it will which comes in a quotation is called string. So it can be defined in Python using single, double, or triple quotes. Now here we can str equal to, first we check the single quotation. Hi, this is Python. Print str. Hello, this is Python. Now we will check the data type of the string. So print type str. Now here you can see this value is string. Now str with double quote equal to this one. Again we use a hi. This is again Python. So here we can print a message str. Hi, this is again Python. Now str with triple quote equal to this. Okay, so hi, this is Python, enter, and we can use here again. Now here we will see the difference. Print str underscore with triple q. Now in triple quote it will follow the format. This one, if we can use another enter. Now here you can see the difference. We use enter button here as well. Hi, this is unterminated string literal, so it gives error. So we can use with double quote. It will also give the same error. But with the third one, there is no error occur. Okay, so the subtype of sequence is a list. So the list can be represented by a square bracket. So the list allows duplicate elements. You can use duplicate element in list, but we cannot use duplicate element in the set. So a list is mutable, that is, we can make any changes in the list, and the list is in order. Now we can check with the list. So this one list lst equal to with square brackets apple, again we use apple, we use integer, float, the third one is orange. Now print the lst. Okay, now here you can see both apples are showing in the message. If you want to make any change in the list, so here we can see replace the first value which comes on the 0 position, which is apple. So we use a list array, sorry, list, and we give the address of the apple, which is 0, equal to, in single quote. Now I am using a mango. Now run the code. Now here you can see the first value is replaced. Okay, now we change the value which comes on the second index, which is 1. Now I want to change this one as well. So lst, give the index number, which is this one is 0, this one is 1, this one is 2. So I'm using 2, equal to, the value is 1 2. Now again run the code. Now here you can see the value is replaced. Okay, now if you want to change the value from the index 1 to index 3, so how we achieve this one? First comment, change the value from index 1 to 1 2 3 1 to 3. So how we can achieve this? We can use a lst. Now here we can use the slicing. So starting index which is 1. So if you want to change 1, index 2, and index 3, so for this you can use index 1 to 4. So the fourth one skip. So here we can use 3, and equal to, use the square bracket. Now I want to change the value, which is the first one is banana, second one is 10, and the third one is 111.1. Now run the code. Now here you can see the value is changed. Now if here we can use 4, so it will also change this value. So for this value we use 222.2. Now run the code. Now here you can see how the list is work. Okay, the next subtype of sequence type is a tuple. So a tuple is a non-homogeneous data structure that store element in column of a single row or multiple row. So all types of data are stored in a single column, row, or in a single row or multiple rows. So a tuple can be represented by the this bracket. So tuple allow duplicate element as well. A tuple is also immutable. That is, we cannot make any changes in the tuple. The list is mutable, and the tuple is immutable. There is we cannot make any changes in the tuple, like replacing the values and so on. And tuple is also comes in order. So here we can also try with the tuple. So tuple equal to tpl equal to, now here you will write the values, name, month, again write month, integer value, decimal value, minus value. Now print the tuple. If you want to show some specific tuple on the specific index, then again use the slicing. So 1 to 3. Now here you can see, if we can use a 0, it will start with the name. If you are not using this, so by default it will start from the 0 index. If we want to start with the first the and start from the 1 index, so here we can use 1 and left this one, so it will understand to show all the values and so on. You can also check the type of the tuple. So print type, again use the type function tpl. Now here you can see it shows this is the tuple type. Okay, now our next topic is a conditional statement, if else and elif. So the if statement is used to test a specific condition. If the specific condition is true, so a block of code will be executed. So indentation is crucial in Python. Now here we can see the data flow for if statement. The code start from here. It will check the condition. For example, A is greater than B. So if the condition is true, so the block of code is executed and finish. If false, so it will show nothing. Let's see how it works. If statement age equal to 20, if age is greater than 30, then show print. Here we use age is less than or equal to 30, so show a message the age is below 30. The code will run if the condition is true and show this message. If the condition is false, it shows nothing. So now here you can see the condition is true and it shows this message. The code of block is executed. Here we can also add some calculations like some multiplication. 20 plus 20. Now here you can see 30 plus 40. So here we in space the age is below 30 and the calculation is 40. Okay, now we change the condition. If age is greater than or equal to 30, now we know the condition is false. Now run the code. Now here you can't see anything. So like this the if statement work. Okay, so our next topic is if else statement. So if else statement is same as a if statement, but here we include the else block. So if the condition is false, so it will execute it, the false condition. The syntax of a if else condition is below mentioned. Now Here we can see the example if else statement. Okay, again we use the above example. Age equal to 20 if age is greater than, if age is greater than 19 or equal to, then show the age is greater than 19, else show print the condition is false. Now run the code. Okay, so the condition is true, the age is greater than 19. This condition is true and it shows this message, and the code is stopped here. It cannot execute the false section. Now here we change this 21. Now run the code. Now here the first condition is false and it run the else section. Okay, so the indentation is basically the syntax. So this is the syntax of a if else condition. You cannot use print below the F section. Now you can run the code, it will give the indentation error. So use tab or space. Now here you can see the code is work. If you can use the else section here, so it will not work. So the if and else both are comes on the same line. Okay, now the third one is the elif statement. It check the multiple condition and execute a specific block of statement upon the true conditions. So come to the IDE and here we check. Okay, now this elif statement. For example, a equal to 20, b equal to 30. If a is greater than b, then show message the a is greater than b. If this condition is false, then use elif a is less than b, print now here we use the b is the a is smaller than b. Now we use the third condition elif a equal to b, print both a and b are equal, else print we show message nothing. Now run the code. So it execute the second condition, this one, print the a is smaller than b. Now we use 20 and 20. Now here we can see a and b are equal. Okay, so our next topic is a loop. So what is loop? So loop run a single statement or a set of statements repeatedly using a loop command. If you want to print your name 5 times, so there is no need to write the print command for 5 times. Okay, for 5 times it's okay. If you want to print 100 times, then what to do? So for this problem we use loop. So the types of loop is a while loop, for loop, and nested loop. A nested loop means a loop inside loop. Okay, so for loop. So for loop is designed to repeatedly execute a code block while iterating through a list, tuple, dictionary, or other iterable object of Python. So it's also called iteration. Okay, let's go to our screen. For loop, the syntax of for loop is use a keyword for I. You can use any value, any letter for a in range. Enter a number here, how much time you want to print your name. 10. Use a semicolon. Enter. Here use the print statement. Write your name. Hi Python and run the code. Now here you can see the Hi Python shows 10 times with a single line using for loop. Okay, for example, we have a tuple. How to print all the tuple values one by one. So here we use TPL equal to. Okay, so if you want to show the tuple list or dictionary values line by line. So for this use we start with tuple. TPL equal to apple, banana, 123, 123.45. Here we use for I in range length. It will get the length of the tuple. So we use length TPL. Then use this print TPL, and here we use I. Now run the code. Now here you can see apple, banana, and the rest of the values line by line. Okay, now the second one is a while loop. Okay, so the second one is the while loop. So how does the while loop work? So with the while loop we can execute a set of statement as long as the condition is true. For example, we write a code for a print I as long as I is less than 6. Print I as long as I is less than 6. So how I first declare a variable I equal to 1, I value is 1, then the while condition is I is less than 6, print I equal to 1. Now run the code. Now here you can see while I is less than 6. So I is printed as long as the I is less than 6. At the sixth step it will check I have a 5 value and here is 6. So then come here, it prints 5 and I have a value 5 and it will add 1 with the 5, so it is equal to 6. So 6 is not greater less than 6, 6 is equal to 6. So that's why the while condition is stopped. Okay, so the thing is that we need to remember to increment I, or else the loop will continue forever. So we will uncomment this. Now again check. Now here you can see it shows the value infinite and run because the code is not stopped. So interrupt the kernel and uncomment this value. Now it will work fine. Okay, so our next topic is functions. What is function? Function is a block of code which we can reuse in our program. If you need the same code for 5 times, so there is no need to write the same code for 5 times. We just use to call the function which have a similar codes. For example, if you want to add your name 10 times or 100 times, not 100 times, you can use your name 5 times in a program at different positions. So there is no need to write the whole code like print and open and close bracket and inverted commas and you write the name or show message. So here you can see how we can do this. We also discuss a function at the first program where we can discuss local and global variable. So for this we can use the syntax of a function. The keyword is define and the function name could be anything. For example, name inverted comma, hit the enter button, must follow the indentation. So I am right print this hello how are you. Now I am outside the function. Now run the code. Now here you can't see anything. Why? Because we didn't call the function. So how to call the function? You call the function like this. Now again run the code. Now here you can see a message, hello how are you. So if you want to show this message 5 times at different location, so no need to write this the whole code. You just simply call the name. Simply call the name. Okay, if you have a function like sum, like this. So a equal to 10, b equal to 5, print the value is a plus b. The value of a plus b is. So there is a 3 line of code, so no need to write this code again and again. Just simply call the sum function. Now here you can see the value of a plus b is 15. Sum again call 15. You can also pass the argument here a b. So here we can give the values. For example 5 and 1. Okay, 10, 15. Okay, we will remove this one. Now here you can see there are different values, so there is no need to write the code again and again. You just pass the values like this. If you want to make a function for the subtraction, so change the name, subtract ab and change the plus sign to minus. Now what's the name of the function? Subtract and pass the value 10 and 5. Now it will give the files. So like this the function is work. So we already discussed function have a multiple parameter and return values. Okay, so what we covered in today's video, variable and its data types and syntax. The second one is a conditional for decisions making, loops for repetitive tasks, functions for reusability. So in the next video we discuss a data manipulation with Python libraries like pandas and numpy for numerical computing. So don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. I hope you like this video.